So, good morning, friends. Today, this is the last lecture of bond order. So here I will explain the what will be the bond order of NO3 minus nitrate ion. So first I will draw the structure. This may be the structure, and the bond order will be number of electrons surrounding the central atom. It is 5 divided by the peripheral atoms, 3 number of peripheral atoms. So the bond order will be 1.6 like that. But this is totally wrong. This concept is wrong. This is not possible. So what is the mistake we have done here? This is not the real structure of NO3 minus. The real structure of NO3 minus will be Are you getting my point? This plus minus cancel and minus 1 minus charge. This is the real structure of NO3 minus. Now the bond order will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 divided by 3. So it will be close to 1.3, not 1.6. So what is the mistakes we are doing here? If you observe these molecules, so how many bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bonds. 5 bonds are there. So here it may be 3 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. Now you draw the electronic configuration of nitrogen, outermost electronic configuration. It is 2s2, 2p3. So 2s2, 2p3. So in order to form 5 number of bonds surrounding the nitrogen, it requires 5 orbitals containing 1 unpaired electron each. So this is 2s, this is 2p. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 electron should jump to here, but unfortunately in nitrogen there are no d orbitals. In nitrogen there are no d orbitals. So this electron cannot be shifted to these orbitals here, because from the quantum number by the application of the quantum number we know nitrogen has no d orbitals. So this is not possible here, shifting of electrons in its excited state from 2s to this d, because nitrogen don't contain any d orbitals. So this structure is not possible. That's the concluding point, that nitrogen can never form 5 bonds. Nitrogen can never 5 bonds. For forming the 5 bonds, it requires some vacant d orbitals, which is not possible. So instead of this, nitrogen will form 4 bonds here. So 1 2s and 3 2p atomic orbitals here they have. If you do the hybridations, it is this is sigma, this is pi, this is sigma, this is sigma, 3 sigma. So that means here the hybridization will be sp2, and 1 unhybridized p atomic orbitals will do the pi bond formation with this oxygen atom. So that's the point. As we are wrongly doing the structure of NO3 minus ion, that's why the bond order is here 1.6, which is not correct. If we will do it properly, then it's obviously will get the correct bond order. Okay, in the last class I had shown why the bond order of CO plus is 3.5. I hope you have gone through this lecture. I have discussed in detail why the bond order of CO plus is 3.5. So only relating to this CO molecule, I want to give one question here. What is the bond order of these molecules? One is nickel CO4, other is CO CO4 minus, and third one is FeCO4 2 minus. Okay, these are the three molecules. We have to decide the bond order of carbonyl molecules, CO molecules, in these three coordinate complexes. So here the concept of back bonding comes. Okay, so whenever in coordination complexes CO acts as a ligand to the metal, at that time what happens? So this is the structure of CO molecule and it has one lone pair. So whenever it forms coordinate complex with the transition element, what happens? It forms a coordinate bond to the metal. But simultaneously what happens? It has the field. If it has the field d orbitals, what happens? It also do the back bonding towards the carbonyl. Back bonding towards the carbonyl. So that's why now when it gain electrons from the back bonding from the metal atom, at the time this electron pair is also shifted towards this oxygen. Now this bond becomes somewhat weak, that means its bond order decreases. So in which case the tendency is more. If we will discuss these three molecules here, we can know that this is the neutral molecule, there is no electron over this complex, and this is one negatively charged and this is two negatively charged. So the number of electron present here is more than this. So in this case the back bonding will be more because the number of electron presence in d orbital is more. So in this case the back bonding is more. So this CO bond becomes more weak, that means its bond will be decreased. So if we will arrange the molecules in the order, the least bond order will be, in case of FeCO4 2 minus, this will be the least, then CO4 1 minus, and then our neutral molecule NiCO4. Okay, and experimentally also it has been seen that the bond order of carbonyl in case of FeCO4 2 minus, it is 790 cm inverse. CO4 1 minus, this is 1890 cm inverse. Similarly in case of NiCO4, it is 2060 centimeter inverse. These are the stretching frequency. Very obvious. If the bond is very strong, in this case the stretching frequency will be more. If the bond is very weak, then the stretching frequency will be less. And here already we have discussed, in the case of this molecule, here the bond order of CO become weak due to the back bonding from the central, back bonding from the transition metal. That's why here we are getting the stretching frequency less than the NiCO4. So these are the few exceptional and thought provoking molecules where we have to decide the bond order very carefully. So for this lecture, that's all. Goodbye.